Hey guys, so I hope you're all doing well. Today I'm going to do a get ready with me because I haven't done one in a very long time and I'm not quite sure what I want to do yet, but I just sit down with you and film today. Alright, so first of all I am going to apply this as a primer onto my skin. I didn't originally think I was going to like the Smashbox Photofinish Primer water because it's water and I just wasn't expecting that it would do anything amazing, but I actually really like it and it hydrates my skin and I do feel like it makes my makeup last on longer, so I would actually say that it's worth the price. I only have a little sample size here, so I just like to spritz this on all over. And it smells really good in my opinion. I quite like it. It's just very fresh. I think in my first video that I used this, I mentioned that it smells like sunscreen, but it kind of has like a botanical spa smell as well. It's quite fresh smelling. I really like it. Actually, before I apply my foundation, I'm going to go in with this Stila all over a liquid illuminator, and I'm going to apply this onto my cheekbones before I apply my foundation. Just adds a little bit of an extra glow. And then I'm just going to tap it out with my brush. Alright, as for foundation, I'm going to use this one, which is too dark for me, so I'm worried that this might go on a little crazy looking, but unfortunately I can't find a lighter foundation to mix it with right now. I'm gonna have to go through my stuff and see what I can find, because right now all I can find is this dark summer shade and I have like absolutely no color to my skin, as you can probably tell, so this will probably look really dark on my skin at first, but I plan on making it work, so don't you worry. So I'm just going to apply this onto my skin. I like to tap it on, blend it all around. I like really light coverage for my foundation, even though I do have acne prone skin. Sorry, my camera died, but as I was just saying, I hope that after the pregnancy my skin doesn't freak out and that my skin continues to be kind of clear so that my skin can heal and hopefully get rid of all the acne spots and marks that I have on my skin. That would just be amazing. So I'm going to go in with this highlighting pencil right underneath my eyes where I do want some brightness, and in the inner corner as well, just because I want some highlighting to my face. And I want to make sure that my eyes look quite bright. And I think I'm going to apply some onto my chin and the tip of my nose. I'm just going to take this Real Techniques sculpting, see I can't speak today, sculpting brush, and I'm going to pat this into my skin. I think I actually am going to take a little bit just on my forehead above my eyebrows just to give them more of a lifted look, and then in between my eyebrows on my forehead as well. And again, I'm just going to pat that out. And I like to use patting motions because I feel like it presses it more into the skin instead of just rubbing it around. Quickly, I'm just going to set underneath my eyes with this eyeshadow. I've been using it to set my under eyes and it works perfectly fine. I do need to get another powder for underneath my eyes, but in the meantime this has been working really awesome. And sometimes you have to make do with what you have, especially when you're on a budget. Y'all feel me probably. This will help prevent some creasing and make sure that it stays quite highlighted. I want to keep those areas quite light. For the rest of my face, I'm going to go in with this flower powder And this is a little bit on the dark side, but I'm going to focus this mainly on my cheeks where I would put bronzer anyway, so even if it turns me a little bit dark. And then I'm going to also tap some on my forehead where again I would apply bronzer anyway. And let's think, is there anywhere else I need it? Probably on the sides of my nose. So basically anywhere I would apply bronzer anyway, I'm going to apply the slightly darker powder. And after I powder puff that, I like to blend it out using my big puffy, why can't I speak today? I'm going to use my big fluffy powder brush and just make sure to blend that really nicely into my skin, just to make it look really, really seamless, and it will blend the two shades together just to make them look a little bit more seamless. It's actually a quite bronzy eyeshadow, but I feel like using it as a blush. Like I said earlier, I just like using different products and experimenting with them in different ways, and I'm just going to pat on a little bit of this just because I want to keep my skin quite bronzy and warm, and I'm not going to pull any pink tones into my skin. And then I do feel like I'm going to do my highlight before I move on to my eyebrow with more of a natural highlight today, which is the e.l.f. Baked Blush. So this one is quite light, but you can build it up if you feel like it. Apply it to this fan brush, and then I'm going to apply it onto my cheekbones. Also going to apply a little bit down the nose, especially on the center of my nose. And when I first did this, my husband thought I had smudged eyeshadow or something on my nose, and he tried to fix it for me, and I was like, no, actually it's supposed to be like that. So it was kind of funny. I'm going to apply this above my lip as well. Guys just don't get makeup trends, do they? I think I want to go for bright red lips, and I know I just said I was going to do my eyebrows first. Do I want to do my eyebrows first? Alright, I might do my eyebrows first just so I just feel weird without my eyebrows. So I just like to do them super, super quickly. I'm not too worried about them as long as they kind of look alike. And I like to brush up the front of my brows over the past few months because I feel like it gives me a little bit more of a realistic look, and it doesn't look so blocky in the front, and it just gives me more of a bushy look, but I actually feel like it suits my face when they're a little bit more bushy. Like I said, I don't worry about my brows being too perfect, but I'm going to go in with this Rimmel Show Off a Lip Black, which pretty much matches the color of the red on my shirt, so it's going to be a really good match. With red lips, I definitely like to take my time because I feel like if they look smudged or anything, they just look messy and crazy and clownish. But if you get it just right, then it looks very sophisticated and ladylike. So yeah, that is the red, and I think this is a beautiful, really bright, Snow White red shade. So as for the eyeshadows, I think I'm going to use this palette, which is quite natural, so I'm going to stick to neutrals. I don't feel like doing anything too crazy with this look. But I'm going to take my Soho blending brush, and I'm going to take this dark taupe brown. This is a dupe for the Urban Decay neutral palette, the small one, the first small one. So if you have that one, you can definitely just use that one, or if you have any neutral shades in your collection, you can definitely do something very, very similar with this. And I'm just going to slap this around, and I'm being very, very messy and not applying it too concisely. I'm just slapping it on, blending it all around. Next, I'm going to mix this brown shade that I just used and a little bit of the black. I don't want too much on there. And I'm taking it on a finer tip brush. And again, I'm going to apply this into the crease but make sure that I'm not blending up so high, and I'm keeping this directly in the crease, just again blending it back and forth. Now that looks super duper messy and unblended, so I'm just going to take my Real Techniques blending brush and go in with that and just make sure to blend everything out and together. I'm just applying all of these really super messily just to give it a really smoky, effortless look, but I am blending quite a lot. Next I'm going to go in with this flat brush, which is a base shadow brush, and I'm going to go back into that brown shade, and I'm going to precisely apply this to my lower lash line. I don't want it too blown out on my lower lash line. I want it to be a little bit more top heavy. Then I'm going to take a mixture of this more pink shade and this more yellow tone shade. And I'm just going to apply this underneath my brow bone just to clean up the edges of the eyeshadow and make sure that it looks really crisp and clean underneath my eye. And then I'm going to apply it on the inner corner of my eye as well. And again, on my eyelid just to brighten that area and clean it up a little bit. I'm all done with the eyeshadow. I just wanted to do something very simple, so I'm going to apply some mascara. Not a lot because I am going to apply some falsies, and I don't feel like I need to apply like a ton of mascara when I wear falsies. And I kind of prefer it that way rather than having a ton of mascara on. And it's easier to take off that way too, because then you can just take off the false eyelashes and take off the little bit of mascara and then you're done. Because a ton of mascara is always hard to take off. I don't know if you guys have the same problem. The eyelashes I've used a lot before, I think like 4 or 5 times, so they look kind of rat-a-tatty. But they're the Demi 120, I think it was Ardell, pretty sure. Can't remember, but I know they're the Demi 120, and I'm just going to pop them on. I love how natural these lashes look. Alright, so here is the finished makeup look. If you enjoyed this, let me know in the comments down below. I know it's quite simple. You can definitely add eyeliner or something else, a bright blush to make it more dramatic, or you can add even more black into the crease, again, just to make it more dramatic. But I feel like it's almost daytime wearable with a little bit of glam with the red lip. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I love y'all, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye!